single tragedy or disaster takes away with it thousands of lives and wreaks havoc of an immeasurable scale. With the advancement of technology, it seems that there is nothing humans cannot achieve. Despite all the development and improvement, one aspect of nature still exists beyond humans' control, which are natural disasters. One such disaster is an earthquake. It is that disaster that humans still do not have any hold of. Today in this video, we will be talking about some of the deadliest earthquakes in recent history and how it scarred people's life for a long time. The deadliest earthquakes are not typically the strongest ones recorded. Casualties are often a function of the earthquake depth, population density, and how much punishment buildings and other structures can absorb before they fall. Sometimes, most powerful earthquakes have a lesser death toll. Let us first go back to 2001 and recall the Bhuj earthquake. On 26 January 2001, while the entire nation of India was all set to celebrate the 52nd Republic Day, a massive earthquake struck Gujarat. The Bhuj earthquake, also known as the 2001 Gujarat earthquake, occurred at 8:46 am. The epicenter was at Bhuj in Gujarat. The earthquake was very powerful and recorded 7.7 on the Richter scale. It lasted over 2 minutes, and what happened next was unimaginable and catastrophic. In addition to killing more than 20,000 people and injuring more than 150,000 others, the earthquake left hundreds of thousands homeless and destroyed or damaged more than 1 million buildings. About 600 aftershocks of magnitude ranging from 2.8 to 5.9 have been recorded so far. Next comes the Bam earthquake of 2003. Iran sits in the zone of convergence between the Arabian and the Asian plates and has numerous mountain ranges that formed by folding and faulting of the rocks in the collision zone. On December 26, 2003, the ancient Silk Road walled city and citadel of Bam, Iran, was leveled by a magnitude 6.7 earthquake that struck at 5:27 am, killing an estimated 27,000 to 50,000 people and injuring more than 20,000. Bam was in a region characterized by high seismicity and many earthquakes. What was surprising was the fact that Bam had survived larger earthquakes in the past during its 2,000-year history without being destroyed. So many scientists were puzzled why a moderate-sized earthquake would totally destroy the city. The earthquake was preceded by 4 shocks on the afternoon on December 25th, but since the area is characterized by high seismicity, residents were not alarmed and were not prepared for what was to come. Indian Ocean Tsunami of 2004. Indian Ocean Tsunami of 2004. Tsunami that hit the coasts of several countries of South and Southeast Asia in December 2004. The tsunami and its aftermath were responsible for immense destruction and loss on the rim of the Indian Ocean. On December 26, 2004, at 7:59 am local time, an undersea earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 struck off the coast of the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Over the next 7 hours, a tsunami triggered by the quake reached out across the Indian Ocean, devastating the coastal areas as far away as East Africa. The tsunami caused one of the largest natural disasters in recorded history, killing at least 225,000 people across a dozen countries, with Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, Maldives, and Thailand sustaining massive damage. Indonesian officials estimated that the death toll there alone ultimately exceeded 200,000, particularly in northern Sumatra's Aceh province. Tens of thousands were reported dead or missing in Sri Lanka and India, a large number of them from the Indian Andaman and Nicobar Islands territory. Next comes the 2005 Kashmir earthquake. Kashmir earthquake of 2005 was a disastrous 7.6 magnitude earthquake that occurred on October 8, 2005 in the Pakistan-administered portion of the Kashmir region and in the northwest frontier province of Pakistan. It also affected the adjacent parts of India and Afghanistan. At least 79,000 people were killed and more than 32,000 buildings collapsed in Kashmir, with additional fatalities and destructions reported in India and Afghanistan, making it one of the most destructive earthquakes of contemporary times. The devastating earthquake struck at 8:50 am local time, with its epicenter located 19 kilometers northeast of Muzaffarabad. The Muzaffarabad area was the worst hit and a number of villages there were totally destroyed. The devastating 2008 Sichuan earthquake. On May 12, 2008, a magnitude 8.0 earthquake struck beneath a mountainous region in south-central China, toppling buildings and sending landslides crashing into cities, resulting in nearly 70,000 deaths. The 2008 Sichuan earthquake, also called the 2008 Wenchuan earthquake, became even more infamous for exposing the cheap and inferior construction methods used in schools across the region, which left thousands of children dead and injured. The epicenter of the magnitude 7.9 quake was located near the city of Dujiangyan, about 50 miles west-northwest of Chengdu, the provincial capital, at a depth of 11.8 miles below the surface. The May 2008 quake flattened some 4/5 of the structures in the affected area. Whole villages and towns in the mountains were destroyed and many schools collapsed. Almost 90,000 people were counted as dead or missing and presumed dead in the final official Chinese government assessment. 2010 Haiti earthquake. 2010 Haiti earthquake was a large-scale earthquake that occurred on January 12, 2010 on the West Indian island of Hispaniola, comprising the countries of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Most severely affected was Haiti, occupying the western third of the island. An exact death toll proved elusive in the ensuing chaos. The Haitian government's official count was more than 300,000, which would make the earthquake's aftermath one of the worst natural disasters in recorded history. But other estimates were considerably smaller. Hundreds of thousands of survivors were displaced. Gorkha earthquake 2015. The Gorkha earthquake in Nepal occurred on 25th April 2015 and had a magnitude of 7.6. Its epicenter was about 76 kilometers northwest of the capital Kathmandu. It was followed by more than 300 aftershocks. Around 9,000 people were killed, of whom approximately 55% were female, and over 100,000 people were injured. Overall, 8 million people have been impacted, which is almost 1/3 of the population of Nepal. The housing sector was by far the most affected, also given that numerous houses in poorer rural areas did not have any seismic resistant features. Over 500,000 houses were destroyed and another 269,000 damaged, which included historical and cultural monuments recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. In addition to destroyed or damaged key structures, livelihoods, example in the agriculture and tourism sector, was also critically impacted. The recent earthquakes in Turkey, 5 in the past 48 hours, with more than 50 aftershocks recorded till now, have completely destroyed not only Turkey but Syria as well. More than 5,000 have reportedly lost their lives till now, and thousands are still believed to be trapped under the rubble. The visuals are disheartening and the calamity doesn't seem to stop. Our heart goes out to the people of Turkey, Syria and other affected regions, and we can do nothing but hope that the calamity and this destruction end soon.